Hello everyone and welcome to this video from the Best of CET series. We are going to look at some questions from directions, so let's get started. There are two questions that you have and the ideal time to solve these two questions would be 2 minutes. You should not take more than this. So what you can do is you can pause the video, solve this question and then come back to the video.
If you like our content and want to experience the IMS pedagogy, you can join the IMS Zero Fee Prep programs that will give you access to concept videos, sectionals, full-length tests and more for free. You may click on the I button or on the link in the description box below to access the same. Happy learning!
I hope you were able to solve these two questions under 2 minutes. So let's look at the solutions now. The first question was pretty straightforward. Rajesh travels from A to B following a road map and the map is a square map. So what we will first do is we will draw a square map. Now assume A along the southernmost edge of the map. Now you don't know where exactly A is because they are just saying that it is on the edge of the map. It's not corner, it's somewhere on the edge. So what I can do is I can just create a point here somewhere and let's call it A. Now what he does is he travels east of A for 5 kilometers. So in terms of direction that is going to be on the right hand side and reaches the end of the map. Now this is a critical point. So what it means is that he reaches the end or the corner of the map that is there. Then he takes a sharp left turn and travels for 10 kilometers. Now since he is going in this direction, when he takes a left turn, he is still traveling on the map. He is going to go up towards the north direction and that is going to be 10 kilometers. Again, we don't know whether he is going to end at the corner of this particular map. So let's say somewhere here is point B and that distance is 10. Okay, again it's a very hypothetically taken point, but the question is asking you B is in which direction compared to A. So you don't really have to know whether B is at the end of the map or not. Somewhere on the edge is enough and we just need to find what direction this is. So as we can clearly see, this is going to be the northeast direction because for A this is going to be his north and for A this is going to be his east. So clearly this is northeast direction and your answer is going to be option C. Now the second question looked a little lengthy, but it's an easy question. So let's have a look at it. So we have Jack who starts from point A and walks 14 meters towards east. So we start with a hypothetical point and Jack is traveling 14 meters towards east. So let me draw it something like this. Now one of the important things when you're solving directions question is to draw things proportionately. You don't of course have a ruler with you, but an approximate estimation in terms of what is symmetrical or what is in scale is something which is very important. So he walks 14 meters towards east and takes a left turn. Now for somebody who is going in this direction, once that person takes a left turn, it is going to be in the north direction. So while I am drawing this now, which is 4 meters, I am ensuring that it is smaller than the 14 meter that I have drawn. So the way you look at any map which has things in proportion, you have to draw things proportionately here as well. He then takes a right turn and walks 2 meters. So when I am drawing this 2, it has to be slightly less than the 4 that I had drawn previously. So this was the path that our friend Jack has followed and then he stops. So this is the point where Jack is at this point of time. Then you have Sam who starts from the same point A, walks 14 meters towards the south, takes a left turn and walks 20 meters before stopping. So let's put this into context now. So we have the same point A where Sam is also starting, walks 14 meters down south. So again I'm going to draw things as proportionately as possible, takes a left turn. Now for the person who is going in the south direction, the left turn would be like this and what they are saying is takes a left turn and walks 20 meters. Again I have to ensure that I draw this proportionately, so somewhere around here let me put this distance as 20. What you would have observed is that I ensured that wherever I am stopping is crossing the summation of this distance that we had drawn previously and this distance. Why? Because 14 plus 2 is 16. Clearly when the person is traveling 20, it is more than that. So I have to ensure that it is slightly ahead. And then he stops. So what we are saying is, right now we have 20. Now Jack walks 4 meters from the point where he stopped in a straight line in the same direction when he stopped and reaches point B. Okay, so let's put this also in picture now. So we had Jack who was initially here. Okay, this is where Jack is and based on what we saw, Sam is here. Now what they're saying is Jack walks 4 meters from the point where he stopped in a straight line in the same direction which he faced when he stopped and reaches point B. So Jack is going a little farther. So from this point, Jack is moving ahead and that distance is 4, right? That's what they are saying. And that is the point B. How far would Sam have to travel from the point where he stopped and in which direction if he must jack at point B? That is the question that they are asking you. Okay. So this is where Sam is and this is where Jack is at this point of time. Okay. So let's now put the distances in place. So we had 4 as the vertical distance and we had 14 as the vertical distance, right? So if I add those two up, I am going to get this vertical distance. So if I add those two distances, I am going to get 18. So that's the answer that I am going to get. But in which direction? So they are asking how far would Sam have to travel? Now Sam is down here. To meet Jack, he will have to go towards north. So what he'll have to do is he'll have to go 18 meters towards north to meet his friend Jack. So that's the answer for this particular question. I hope you enjoyed these 2 questions, and if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do it immediately. See you in the next one.